Hi, Holly.
I'm so sorry I'm late. As soon as I started the class, my computer crashed.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
No,
like,
no, no problem.
what? Well, it is a problem because I hope nobody left because of it. But anyway, yeah, so how are you guys today? Cordell and Aratelli? How are you
Yeah,
guys?
thank you. I am okay, more or less, because I was football training yesterday, and I am exhausted.
Uh-huh. You're exhausted. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how are you?
I try to concentrate on the lessons and the topic.
Okay. Well, it just relax, take it easy, and everything will be fine. So,
Yeah.
Araceli, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great, thank you.
Good, good. Um, and so is it 9 o'clock right now in Hungary,
Eight,
Cornell?
eight,
8. Okay.
eight.
And
Yeah.
Araceli, it's 8 o'clock as well in Spain right now, right?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I went to start the class about 3 to 5 minutes before the class started, and my entire computer, my both monitors, everything went dead. I was like, oh, what happened? And apparently, somehow the computer got unplugged from the wall,
Mhm.
and then the battery went dead, of course. So, and I did not know. I was like, oh. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Holly, your computer must be exhausted also.
yeah, possibly. I have been teaching a lot. Um, yeah, but I'm having so much fun. I keep going, oh, there's a spot open. I'll put it. Oh, there's a spot open. So, yeah, I think the computer. Right now it's above a fan, so it's not as exhausted. But maybe that's what it was. So, and Araceli, are you as exhausted as Cornell?
now it's weekend, so I have to relax and save
Uh-huh.
energy for the week. But
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Okay. Yeah, I always call Saturdays, what is it? The days to recharge your battery.
exactly.
So that's what I call it. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. I have to go ahead and get usually when I start the class, I have everything on my computer and I can just bring it up. And well, since I had this problem, I have to open it. Bear with me, I need to do that. So um, while we're waiting for me, uh, Araceli and Cornell, can you guys have a conversation about the companies or the organizations you work for? Can you ask each other questions?
Yeah. What do you do, actually?
It's free. I didn't understand you. Could
Uh,
you repeat?
yeah. What do you
What?
do?
Yes,
Are you studying or are you working?
I work as a teacher in the Spanish public system.
What does it mean exactly?
What subject?
Yeah.
Yes, I teach math. I mean that in Spain, schools, high school is where I work.
Uh-huh.
There are private schools and public schools. So I work for the public schools because I am a civil servant.
Mhm.
So I have particular problems because it's a very huge. It's not a company. I really work for the state, but we have to attend many schools, and we usually move from one to other, and the organization is not, I mean, relating to this subject. The way the organization is being managed, I feel we all feel we are not being very well treated by them because there is a lot of chaos. We have to move a lot from one school to another each year. And for example, this year we didn't know where we're going to work in until the day before the classes were starting. So we needed
Really?
to, yes, it was really awful. So we feel we are not very well treated by our employers, really.
Yeah. And where is your location?
My location, I live in Madrid, in Spain.
Madrid. Yeah. Okay. It's Madrid is a very beautiful city. There is a lot of green areas in that city, as far as I know.
Do you know Madrid personally?
Not yet. I was in Barcelona and South Spain on my honeymoon.
Ah, okay, nice. So where do you live?
Uh, I live in Hungary.
And what do you do?
Uh,
What's your job?
yeah, my job is a buyer. I have been working for a company. Company nationality is German. I am responsible for purchasing raw material services and commodities. I have a complex job because I also reliable for customs and transportation as well. Yeah. So I have many busy days during my work days. Yeah.
Yeah,
Work
many
well.
responsibilities.
Yeah. I work well under pressure continuously. So it is not easy for me. But at the moment I am looking for another job with more responsibility and more flexibility. Yeah,
Mm, yeah,
that's all in a
responsibility and
nutshell.
flexibility. Yeah. Well, good luck on that one. So I was able to finally bring up the everything, get my computer like it was before. So let's go ahead and get started. Bashak,
Hello,
where are you from? Hi.
I'm from. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Good. How are you doing? Yeah,
I'm
I can
good,
hear you
thank
great.
you. I'm from Turkey.
Yeah. Turkey. I wondered when I saw your name, I thought, she's probably from Turkey for some reason. I thought
Oh,
that. Awesome. I was right. I'm getting better with the names. Yeah. And I used to know Cornell, your wife's name, Hajnalkal. How do you pronounce her name?
Hagналka.
But
It
how do
it
you pronounce it? How do you say it?
Yeah, okay. Hajnalka. It is
Hojnalkal.
yeah, it is a bit strange for foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Hajnal means down in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to know somebody like that had that name that used to teach German,
Yeah,
but I was never able.
yeah, Hajnalka
Yeah,
is my wife.
yeah, I used to know somebody with that name,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah. Okay.
yeah, so but I never could pronounce it, and I don't think anybody told me how to say it. Hojnalka,
Yeah, it's
Hojnalka.
correct. It's perfect.
Uh-huh. Okay. And is it Bashak?
Yes,
I got it right, or more or less
yes,
for
you're
an
right.
American, and
Başak.
then Aratheli, right?
Right?
Okay, and the C in her name, the C is a TH. So, and I thought it was interesting. I'll have to try to remember that. Um, that's one thing. My name actually is Holly, but a lot of people want to call me Holy. And so I always try, if I can pronounce people's names, I really try to, because I don't like to be called Holy. And so even though it looks like it, it's Holly. And so I try to do the same for everybody else. So, but I'm not always successful. So
What is
anyway,
your better? Sorry, Holly. What is your better, Holly or Holly?
it's Holly.
Holly.
It's in phonetics. If my name were phonetic, it would be like this.
Mm.
I have it in the chat, like that. Holly.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, in phonetics.
Well, yes, I find it interesting. Maybe you've known more Spanish people like me, but we are not able to disguise between holy and holly. I mean, for us, it's really difficult. I don't know. Maybe we don't have this sound in our language. So for
Yeah.
me, I say your name, I say holy, and then you say exactly. So I don't see the difference. For me, if I have to listen carefully, and it's hard
Yeah.
for me to pronounce.
I was actually in Finland, and my British colleagues all called me Holly. And I think it took me about a year and a half for me to realize that they were pronouncing my name wrong. So it's a very distinct difference between Holly and Holly. But a lot of people, a lot of foreigners will say holy, and that's with one L, H-O-L-Y, instead of H-O-L-L-Y.
Mhm.
And then that's the church word, holy. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Bajak, what do you do for a living?
I'm student,
Uh-huh.
but I work in a restaurant as a server.
Mm-hmm.
But today I quit the job.
Did you?
Yes,
So,
because to find time for classes here,
mm-hmm. Okay.
I
Well,
quitted the job.
so will we be seeing you at Verbling more then?
Yes.
Yeah.
every
Okay.
day.
Every day. Okay. Awesome. Well, and what are you studying, Bashak?
I'm studying English language teaching.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
And do you want to teach kids or adults or
Kids.
teenagers? Kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Kids. Again, just to let you know, Bashak, do you know there is a really fun language site for kids. If adults would find it boring, but for kids, it's called Very Fun English. Have you ever heard about it?
Yes, I heard about it.
Yeah, have you?
Teaching to them is more fun.
Do you think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was teaching in another project that I am in. I was teaching 12-year-olds today, and it was okay. I liked it. It was fun, but I just like adults better. I prefer adults. So, all right.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start this for this warm up. How important do you think it is for a company to have a healthy workforce? What do you think, Araceli?
I think it's very important. I actually think motivation is everything for a worker in a company, and I think success in a company comes from their employees being motivated and working properly and making their best effort for the company.
Okay, so it's very important. Do you think that that your organization in Spain helps you guys with having a healthy workplace?
Well, I don't know, for mental health, not. But for example, if we don't go to work, we are going to be penalized. We are not earning our salaries, no matter if we are ill. So, for example, maybe people now are coming to work, although they may be with a flu or something like that, but they they are not really healthy, but they don't want to lose money, so they work anyway. But that's not good. They don't work really. They don't make their work properly.
Because they don't care, right?
Yes, no. If you you have to be healthy in mind and body to make your work. So you can be forced to work in poor conditions, maybe,
Yeah.
because if you don't go to work, you are penalized financially. But you are going to be there with your body, maybe, but not with your mind. So your work is not going to go out as it should be.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Do you guys know the term if somebody goes to work but with their body, what they are experiencing? They go to the work physically, but they're not really there mentally. Does anybody know what these people are experienced? Maybe when they first started the job, they were there physically and mentally, but now after so many years, they're like, no, no. Does anybody know?
I think both attributes are very important to have a healthy workforce in
Mm-hmm.
one of employers. So it is very important because if somebody doesn't healthy, she or he doesn't concentrate on his or her duties.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is highly recommended to go a gym or something sports activity and sports event to have a to has to be a healthy.
Say that again. Oh, is
Yeah,
it okay? The people be healthy.
yeah, healthy and employers should go to the gym or another sports event. I think.
Okay, so one thing, Cornell, having a difficult time understanding you because you are not. You slow down when you speak because you're trying
Yeah.
to
Okay.
speak really fast, and because sometimes people think speaking fast makes the faster you speak, the more fluent you are, but that's not always the case. So
Yeah. Okay.
try
Okay.
to slow down.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, because I think that a lot of people, I want to introduce this term if you guys don't know it yet. A lot of people experience burnout, and so they start going to work physically because they need the money, but mentally they're not there. So Bashak, in your experience in the restaurant, do you think that the employers cared about your mental and physical well-being?
I work in an Indian restaurant, and in their culture,
Uh-huh.
you know, workers should work uh, more than how they do. So all day 10 hours I worked
Mm-hmm.
without any break.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. In your country, do they regulate that?
Yes, even in Turkey, if you're a worker, if you're a server, you should work how they want. You
Okay.
know, you
Yeah.
work hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because in most states in the U.S., every 4 hours you get a 15-minute break.
Actually, now I'm in US.
Oh, are you? Where are you in
Yeah,
the U.S.?
I'm in Alabama,
Oh, okay.
Enterprise. Hmm.
And you're in Alabama, and they made you work 10 hours without a break?
Yes, and
No
in the
way.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Has that been reported to the state?
Oh no, I like the people
Uh-huh.
uh, who work with me,
Mm-hmm.
so
Wow.
it was fun.
Okay, that's good. But now you need to concentrate on your
Because
studies.
the important thing is for me learning English, improving my speaking.
Uh-huh.
So
Did you
more
find
than
yourself, were you able to improve your speaking when you were
no,
in the restaurant? No?
no, because I work with Spanish people, Mexican people, and the people from India. So I couldn't find a
Oh,
chance. So
so it was an,
yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it was an international restaurant.
Yes.
Okay, wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's look at these vocabulary words over here, and let's match the following. Normally, I'm using Acrobat so I can write, but right now I couldn't open it, so I wasn't able to. So anyway, let's go ahead. What I'd like to do is I'm going to say one of these words at a time, and if you want to, you can repeat after me. If you feel bashful, just mute yourself and then repeat after me. Okay? So the first one is absenteeism. The second one is well-being. Third one is charity. Fourth is temptation. Fifth is hike. 6, eye strain. 7, nutrition. 8, posture. Okay, so so what I'd like you guys to do is I want one person to read a line, and then you guys as a group can decide which of these 8 words that line is. Okay, so let's start
Excuse
with
me.
yes.
I can't read the lines because I use small screen computer.
Oh, okay,
Maybe because of this.
okay. Here I'm zooming it in. Does that help?
Yes, this better. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. I just realized I could do it. I wish I would have been doing this all along. So,
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Is that better for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
better.
Yeah, this is the third time I've taught from one of these types of lessons, and because usually I use PowerPoint, and it just dawned on me that I can Zoom. So anyway, so so Basha, can you read A?
A long walk for pleasure or exercise, usually in the countryside or mountains.
Okay, usually in the countryside or mountains. Okay, so what word would that be?
It should be hike.
Hike, yes.
Hike.
So A is hike, and normally I usually write it down, but this one program isn't letting me do it. So A and hike. Okay. Araceli, can you read the second one?
An organization which provides money or help to people in need. For example, ill or poor people.
Okay, so what would that be?
A charity. Number 3.
Charity. Okay, number 3, a charity. Okay, so we've got hike and charity. Okay, letter C, Cornell.
Yeah, the state of feeling nice and happy. It could be second one.
Okay, the state of feeling healthy and happy. So remember when you have these endings, healthy and happy, so you have to pronounce both of them. And that is the second one, yes. Okay, D, Araceli, could you read that?
The substances that influence your health, which you take into your body as food. Number 7, nutrition.
Number 7, nutrition, great. Okay, and E, Bashak.
And the way in which a person stands, sits, or walks. It should be posture.
Posture, yes, the way in which a person stands, sits, or walks.
Posture.
Yeah, so posture, if you're standing really tall, your posture will be seen as confident. But if you slump, you will be seen as not very confident. Okay. F. Cornell, could you read that F?
Yeah, tired and painful eyes as a result of too much reading, looking at computer screen, etc. The answer is 6, eye strain.
Eye strain, perfect. Okay, and Araceli, G.
Wanting to have something that you know you should not have. Number 4, temptation.
Correct. And then Basha, can you read the last one?
When employees are not at work when they should be.
Okay.
Absenteeism.
Absenteeism. Absenteeism.
Absenteeism.
Yep. So, a question for you. Has anybody here experienced eye strain?
Yes, especially when you are working a lot of time in front of a computer.
Okay. And I did when I was 8 because I was reading so much. So that was fun. Has anybody here ever been tempted by too much chocolate? Cornell?
Yeah.
Bashak?
Not chocolate, but coffee.
Coffee. Okay, so that's your temptation is coffee?
Yes, coffee.
Okay, Cornell, how about you? What's your temptation?
I like surfing on internet, but it is not allowed to do it at our employer.
Okay, so surfing the internet, you're always tempted to do that. So do you go to a computer store and you see a computer and you start surfing?
Yeah, rules are very strict, and many web pages are monitored. Are being monitored by the company.
Yeah. All right.
I would like to focus on sports web pages. And,
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to read the article. It's called Corporate Wellbeing, about the different health initiatives that the UK company Eye2Eye has experimented with. So what I want you guys to do is we're going to separate these into two sections, and I want you guys to try to find the answers to these questions. So Bashak, could you try to find the answer to why is a healthy workforce good for business? And then what happens on Fruity Friday? And is this initiative a complete success? Why or why not? So what happens on Fruity Friday? And Cornell, would you try to look for what did Eye2Eye give its staff as a reward? And why did they stop it? And why did the firm cancel the Tai Chi classes? So when we read that. And then Araceli, you look for what was the Caledonian Challenge and why was the 14-mile hike more popular than the Caledonian Challenge? And then we will all look for number 7, which key areas does the firm want to focus its health initiatives on? Okay, so so a firm that offers travel opportunities wants to expand the health horizons of its employees. So what I'd like each of you guys to do, I'm going to read the first paragraph, then I want maybe Bashak, you read paragraph 2, and Araceli, you read paragraph 3, Cornell, you're paragraph 4,
yeah.
And I'll read 5, and Bashak, you're 6, Araceli, you're 7, and Cornell, you're 8. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so, and what I want you guys to do is I will be notating words that we need to work on for pronunciation, and I want you guys to notate words that you do not understand, if there are any vocabulary words, okay? So let's start. A healthy workforce is good for business. Apart from reducing absenteeism, there is increasing evidence that suggests a connection between good performance and employees who are in good condition. The Harvard Medical School recently found that the most healthy 25% of a workforce are 7 hours more productive per week than the least healthy 25%.
I2I is one of a growing number of companies that's trying to improve the well-being of its staff. But also, like many firms, not everything is working.
Okay.
You could say we're a company full of good intentions, but things often prevent us from doing exercise or eating what we should, says Sarah Horner, public relations manager of the organization, which provides opportunities for volunteer travel and training for TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. We would like advice on what we can do to encourage all our 50 employees in our UK office to become really healthy.
Okay, thank you. Cornell.
Yeah, the company has already experimented with a few strategies. About 6 months ago, we introduced an initiative called Fruit Friday, which means all employees get free fruit on the day. Explains Horner. It's become really popular. When the fruit arrives, people are informed online and almost immediately. They are off to the chicken to get some. The problem is that in the rest of the week, we consume enormous amounts of sweets and biscuits.
Okay. Next one. Oh, that's me. Bear with me. At least staff at I2I are eating less bad food than they used to. At one stage, we had a box full of chocolate, which seemed like a really nice way to reward staff. But it was also almost too successful, and people were picking from it all the time. In the end, some staff members actually asked for it to be removed because they couldn't resist temptation, she adds.
And the firm has also tried introducing weekly Tai Chi classes to relieve stress and improve well-being, but they were arranged before work, and unfortunately they had to be cancelled because not enough people could attend. Some travel long distances, so they couldn't get here early enough. I wanted to attend, but couldn't because of the time of the classes.
Okay.
Rather more successful was the Caledonian Challenge, which a fifth of the staff recently undertook. You walk 54 miles, 86.4 kilometers in Scotland through the night, explains Mrs. Horner. We also arranged a 14-mile, 22.4 kilometers hike recently, which we did for the charity we support, and even more people did that, probably because it was far less challenging. Nevertheless, it was still under half the workforce.
Okay, and finally.
Yeah, and the last one, it is it. Above all, I would like to know what measures it can introduce on a daily basis, as well as on occasions, to get staff feeling their best. It would prefer to concentrate them in 3 key areas: eating, exercise, and stress release. And it looks like initiatives will be long-term where possible.
Cornell, what you just read compared to the first paragraph that you read, you slowed down, and you did that very well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, where the first
I
one.
tried. I tried.
Yeah, it just slowing down just slightly like you did, you were able to pronounce all of the syllables instead of going over them. And sometimes with pronunciation, they're just really, really tiny, small things that you fix, and all of a sudden everybody understands you. So, okay, so let's go over some pronunciation. Now, there are some words that are British. I don't want you guys all feeling like you have to sound like an American, or because I'm American. So, some of the words I'll tell you that that your pronunciation was correct, but there is an alternate pronunciation, and that is so that you would that you know when you're listening that they are the same words. Okay, so the first word that I have, I'll put it on the chat. Could you guys say this word? Each one of you say this word. We'll start with Araceli. Can you say this word?
Yeah, stuff.
Okay, Bashak?
Which word? I can't see.
No, can you see the chat?
No.
No.
I should open it.
It's on this side. Does anybody know how to open it?
Yes, you have the V on the left bar.
Okay.
Yeah, just press the V. Yeah. Okay. Do you see the word?
Yes. Stuff.
Staff. Okay.
Staff.
And Cornell?
Staff.
Okay. It's actually staff, but a lot of people want to say either stuff or stove, you know, staff, but it's staff. Like, so it's like an A in apple. Apple, staff.
Staff.
Okay. Staff. Okay. The next one is initiative. And this has more to do with just trying to pronounce all of the syllables. Okay, so could you guys each pronounce that one, Araceli?
Initiative.
Okay, Bashak?
Initiative.
Uh-huh. And Cornell?
Initiative.
Initiative, yeah. Okay. And the next one, hey, Araceli, could you pronounce that one? Araceli, sorry.
Inform.
Okay. Bashak?
Inform.
Okay.
Informed.
Okay. So Cornell, you actually said it right. The gals, you need to actually pronounce the D, but you don't pronounce the E. So it's informed.
Informed.
Informed. Okay. And this one, oh, I spelled it wrong. Sorry. ENORMOUS. Could you pronounce that one? Cornell, could you pronounce it first?
Enormous.
Okay. Bashak?
Enormous.
Uh-huh. And Araceli?
Enormous.
Okay. It's enormous. So enormous. So we're having there was an enormous problem. So the first syllable is actually stressed. It's enormous. Okay, and then the next word. And this one is actually firm. So it's an sound, firm. So could each one of you say that? Araceli, we can start with you.
Firm.
Firm. Okay, Bashak?
Firm.
Firm. Okay,
Firm.
and Cornell? Firm.
Firm.
Yeah. And I kind of heard it. It sounded something different. And this one, I think, just has to do. This next word just has to do with just a lack of knowledge in how to say this word. Is this from China? Do you guys know?
Yes, I think so.
I think, yeah. But this is actually how we pronounce it is in English we say Tai Chi. So Tai Chi. Okay. And there were a couple errors. I wanted to make sure some of the some with pronunciation, sometimes it has to do with your accent. That it doesn't change the meaning, or it's not a big deal. So, okay, let's go on to, are there any words in here that you guys did not understand? Did you write them down? Any words?
I am checking it.
Okay, I'll go through it very slowly. How about with the first one? And then the second one. Okay, what I'm going to do, one of the things that my students have told me is, Holly, when you have me read from pronunciation, I can't understand it unless I've heard it before. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all of this again out loud, and you can hear at least an American pronunciation, and then you guys can write down any words you did not understand, because when we went through it before, you were concentrating on just reading it, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to read this again. A healthy workforce is good for business. Apart from reducing absenteeism, there is increasing evidence that suggests a connection between good performance and employees who are in good condition. The Harvard Medical School recently found that the most healthy 25% of a workforce are 7 hours more productive per week than the least healthy 25%. Eye2Eye is one of the growing number of companies. I just realized you guys are not able to see it. I was looking at it, but you weren't. There. Okay. Eye2Eye is one of a growing number of companies that is trying to improve the well-being of its staff. But also, like many firms, not everything is working. You could say we are a company full of good intentions, but things often prevent us from doing exercise or eating what we should, says Sarah Horner, Public Relations Manager of the organization, which provides opportunities for volunteer travel and training for TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. We would like advice on what we can do to encourage all our 50 employees in our UK office to become really healthy. The company has already experimented with a few strategies. About 6 months ago, we introduced an initiative called Fruity Friday, which means all employees get free fruit on that day, explains Ms. Horner. It's become really popular. When the fruit arrives, people are informed online, and almost immediately they're off to the kitchen to get some. The problem is that in the rest of the week, we consume enormous amounts of sweets and biscuits. At least staff at Eye2Eye are eating less bad food than they used to. At one stage, we had a box full of chocolate, which seemed like a really nice way to reward staff. But it was almost too successful, and people were picking from it all the time. In the end, some staff members actually asked for it to be removed because they couldn't resist temptation, she adds. The firm has also tried introducing weekly Tai Chi classes to relieve stress and improve well-being, but they were arranged before work, and unfortunately they had to be canceled because not enough people could attend. Some travel long distances, so they couldn't get here early enough. I wanted to attend, but couldn't because of the time of the classes. Rather more successful was the Caledonian Challenge, which a fifth of the staff recently undertook. You walk 54 miles, which is 86.4 kilometers or kilometers, in Scotland through the night, explains Ms. Horner. We also arranged a 14-mile, 22.4 kilometer hike recently, which we did for the charity we support. And even more people did that probably because it was far less challenging. Nevertheless, it was still under half the workforce. Above all, Eye2Eye would like to know what measures it can introduce on a daily basis, as well as on occasions to get staff feeling their best. It would prefer to concentrate them in 3 key areas: eating, exercise, and stress relief. And it would like the initiatives to be long-term where possible. So when I read through this for the second time, did you guys notice any words that you were unfamiliar with?
Yes, what's the meaning of the word undertake?
Undertake. To undertake something means you have maybe you have a challenge that you want to fulfill, and so you start another phrasal verb that goes with that would be to take on. So you start taking on more things. So, for example, Başak here has now decided she wants to rapidly increase her English, so she stopped working so she could concentrate on her studies. So she is undertaking more classes for her goal. I don't remember where it was though. What paragraph was that located in?
Number 7, the first line.
Okay, which a fifth of the staff recently undertook. So they went ahead and participated. Another way you could say is they participated in something. Okay, thank you. Any other words? So if I hear a consent, nothing, that nobody's saying anything, that means you understood everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, awesome. So let's go back to a comprehension. So the first question, why is a healthy workforce good for business? I think, who did I give that question to?
I'm gonna start.
Okay.
It's important for reducing absenteeism.
Mm-hmm.
And it was found that there is a connection between good performance and employees in good condition.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
So that's it. I got
Wonderful. Wonderful. Number 2, what happens on Fruity Friday? Is this initiative a complete success? Why not?
In this day, all employees get free fruit, and it's not a complete success because except this day, they start to eat a lot of sweet and biscuits.
Okay, and we
So
say
we can say that
biscuits.
biscuits.
Biscuits, yeah.
Biscuits.
Or in American English, cookies.
Cookies,
So,
yes.
yeah.
It's easy.
Okay, number 3. What did I give its staff as a reward? Why did they stop it? What did they receive as a reward for good work?
Oh, is it mine too?
I don't remember who had 3. I pass them out and I forget. It makes it hard when people leave. So.
If anybody wants, I can answer.
I think it was Araceli's.
No, I think that that question was for Hainanka, and I had number 5 and 6. I
Okay.
remember.
Cornell, are you there?
No.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay.
Uh,
I didn't remember.
Okay, no worries. That's not a problem. You're exhausted. Just take it easy, relax.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Başak or Araceli, do you guys know the answer?
Yes, I have answer. They start to give chocolates
Mm-hmm.
as a reward to their staff.
Uh-huh.
And they stopped it because they exaggerate it to eating.
Okay.
They exaggerate eating chocolate.
I would say we wouldn't use the word exaggerate.
Exaggerate is
They were just going to it too much. Exaggerate. Exaggerates. It doesn't work in this example. But yeah, no, it doesn't. say if somebody walks 2 miles, but they say they walked 15 miles, they are exaggerating.
Okay.
So, but in this respect, it's they just kept trying to get more and more, and so they asked for it to be removed. Okay, number 4. Why did the firm cancel the Tai Chi classes?
It was because of the time of the classes, and they were before work, and few people were able to attend them.
Because of the commuting and stuff like that. Okay. What was the Caledonian Challenge?
It was a trip in Scotland, and it was a huge challenge for each employees. Yeah, sorry.
No worries. That's why you're here. I always tell people don't feel bad about mistakes or errors, because that's why you're here, right? So, okay, number 6. Why was the 14-mile hike more popular than the Caledonian Challenge?
Because it was less challenging, because I think the Caledonian Challenge was working a long distance and at night, and this hike was less distance and I suppose not at night.
Okay. And anybody, which key area does the firm want to focus its health initiatives on?
It was 3 areas.
Yeah.
One was food.
Okay, so one was eating.
Yeah. The second one, I think it was exercising. And the third one was stress control.
Good. Stress release. Very good. So, okay, excellent. And it looks like we are almost out of time. Were you guys planning on going to another class after this, or do you guys want to go a little bit longer because I was late? It's up to you.
Yeah, okay.
Which? Go longer? Or stop now?
If it's okay for you.
Yeah, it's totally fine for me.
I can go longer.
Okay. And how about you, Araceli?
Okay.
Okay.
I can go longer.
But we can go about 5 or 7 minutes longer, or 10 minutes maybe. Okay, so match the verbs on the left with the nouns on the right to form phrases from the article and recording. Okay, we didn't do the recording, but choose 4 phrases and invent a sentence for each one. So, so this is a matching, it's a vocabulary. So what do you think reduce would go with? Stress, reduce stress, exactly. Okay, and number 2.
Absenteeism.
Reduce absenteeism, that works as well. Okay, so you reduce stress, we reduce absenteeism. Oh man, I wish I could write on this. Okay, improve.
Well-being.
Yes, improve the well-being. Okay, number 3, introduce.
Temptation?
No, we don't like to introduce temptation. We don't want to do that.
Oh.
An initiative.
We introduce an initiative, yes. Very good. Resist.
Temptation.
Resist temptation, yeah. So we don't want to introduce it, we want to resist it. I was going to say that, and then I realized that was the next question. So, relieve.
Stress.
Relieve stress will work, okay. And it also reduce or relieve. Undertake.
Charity.
Undertake a challenge, yes, okay. And then support.
A charity.
Support a charity, yes, okay. So what I'd like to do is, those of you who've been in my class before, you know I like to do what I call round robin questions, okay. And this is this is where one person starts, we ask a question, another person answers, then they ask a question, and we just go around. So I'm going to start with Cornell,
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you a question on these words, okay? And I would like you to use the word in a sentence and answer the question, okay? So, in your opinion, what has your company done to relieve stress in the last couple of years since you've been there, or have they? Have they tried to relieve stress in employees?
What does it mean properly and exactly? What I should focus on really?
The question, you mean? So you just answer the question?
Yeah.
What
I know the task, but relieve. What
Oh,
does it
relieve. Relieve means also means to reduce.
mean?
Reduce stress or relieve stress.
Yeah.
To stop stress, basically.
Yeah. First of all, focusing on my duties at my workplace. I think prioritism is very important to have a appropriate order among the duties. So. I prioritize the duties, and I can reduce the stress at current employer.
Okay, so that word actually is prioritize.
Yeah.
Prioritize, or we would say priority. We look at our priorities. And so they encourage people to prioritize, and that can relieve stress. Very good. So Cornell, could you choose one of these matchings? And I'm sorry we don't have anything, and ask Vashak or Araceli a question.
Yeah.
So support a charity, introduce an initiative, resist temptation.
Yeah. To Bashak, what was the?
That word actually is prioritize. Oh, somebody's behind. Or we would say priority. And we look at our priorities. And so they encourage people to prioritize, and that could relieve stress. Very good. So Cornell, could you choose one of these matchings? And I'm sorry we don't have anything. And ask Bashak or Araceli a question.
Yeah.
So support a charity, introduce an initiative,
Support.
resist temptation.
Support. My choice is support to Bashak. What was the big support in Bashak careers?
Okay. So let's see if we can write this. So you're asking is what charity Bashak has supported?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What charity have you supported? Vashak, are you there?
Yes, I am here, but I hear a lot of sounds.
Huh. Okay, I'm muting. Maybe it's because we're not supposed to go over. I don't know. So I guess maybe we should stop the class. It's not that?
It was me, I think. Oh.
Is your internet slow? I have an echo.
No, not now. I don't know. I was trying to mute, so I mute him.
Okay. Yeah, somewhere someone's behind because we heard the last 3 minutes of the same thing. So, yeah. Well, let's try to do this. So, Bashak, Cornell was wondering if you have ever supported a charity before. Have you ever supported a charity? Can you hear? Hello? Okay, since we've gone over time anyway, I guess we can maybe call it a day, and call it a day. Okay, that's you supported a charity about animals. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Okay, thank you very much. If you guys are still wanting to study, I've got another class in an hour, and it's going to be talking about controversial issues. So I'll see you guys in an hour if you're still around, and otherwise we'll see you in another day. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you learned something. Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.